want to talk about success, not just in the new economy, but something kind of the principles of success anywhere. If you think about it as 12 steps you got to take, in life you're going to start by working for the money. So first you work for the money, and this can take you many years. Then you have some money, so the next stage in your life, you're going to work the money. And then the last stage of your life, the money is going to work for you. So how do you get there? From working for the money to having the money work for you. Number one, simplest way is get an education. First of all, I'm talking about not just academic education, but professional education and financial education. Like what you do when you come to a training seminar and really get to know about how money works. And you can get the basics of educations by getting to know people and numbers and how to communicate well. But getting a college degree can help you and can get you more connected. And if you actually look at what's best and how people succeed so well in life, those that study law, business law, and finance actually do the best in terms of success with money. Number two, if you've already succeeded in your education, you got to get a job. Ideally, getting a job with a big company could be fantastic for you because it teaches you how corporations work. It teaches you a lot of things about the world of business. And some people decide not to work for a corporation. They become brokers, like an insurance broker, real estate broker, etc. And that's fantastic. You can even work for a small company. It doesn't have to be a big company, but so long as it's maybe going to launch an IPO. So getting a job could work to your advantage as the second stage in life. And if you're a licensed professional, such as a dentist, chiropractor, or something, you could work for a big outfit, and then eventually it will launch you to start your own business afterwards. So getting an education is number one. Getting a job is number two. And number three, as you have the job, learn management and leadership skills. This is a must. You must first learn how to manage yourself, then learn how to manage people, and then learn how to get projects done, which is managing yourself and people. And it's good to be efficient. It's better to be effective as you manage people. And the idea is to get results through coordination of time, effort, and money. Now, once you have gotten the education, you got the job, and you learn some leadership skills, you got to start saving. Most people miss that step. That's step number 4 in life. You save through 401k programs that are offered by your companies. You save through self-directed IRA accounts, extremely powerful. You can use the dollar cost averaging in general market indices. So over time, you're able to build some money. Number 5, you want to build personal credit. This is important. Start applying for credit cards. You can apply and receive credit cards from small stores, from gas stations, etc., into Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and keep building that credit and increasing it. The next thing after you build credit is you must set up an entity outside your name and build business credit. You can set up a C corporation, for instance, with a separate tax ID and build credit. You can start putting deposits in that corporation and then apply for small credit cards. But there is a faster and a better way to build credit for your name and business, or business, which is you can actually get some money, just say $25,000 from your savings. Now that you have actually done the savings and built some credit, you can actually get some money and go to a bank and deposit the money in a bank CD. Once you open a CD, let's say it's 6-month CD, you can go to the same bank loan officer and ask them to put the CD as collateral and borrow against the CD 100%. They need not to check your credit. They need not a lot of proof. It's simple. You're giving them, you put deposit and got a certificate of deposit. That's the CD. And you've gone to the loan officer, said, I'd like to use this certificate of deposit as collateral. Loan me against it. When they loan you, now what happens is they report you, if you did it personally, and your business later on when you build credit for your business, they report that to the credit agencies. So for you personally, you build personal credit. When you also do that step as number 6 step for your business, you're building business credit. And it gets reported to Business Equifax. It gets reported to Dun & Bradstreet because they report that you're actually paying on that borrowed money. They report that you have money deposited. And you don't have to do it with one bank. When you go in one bank and deposit the money and open a certificate of deposit, get a CD, and go to the other loan officer and deposit that certificate of deposit to get a loan against it, you get that money, you can go to another bank and repeat the process. Get a CD, deposit it, borrow against it. Do it for 6 or 7 banks. And over a 6-7 months period of time, keep paying every single month on time. You'll be receiving little money from your CD. You'll be paying on the loan a little bit higher interest. The difference of interest may be 4% annually. Do that for 6 months. 6 months, it's going to be 6 months CD. On the 6th month, go over and pay off your loan in full. And then go over, and then you're going to get that CD that was the collateral. You redeem the CD, and you get your cash. And you do it in the 2nd bank, 3rd bank, 4th bank, 5th bank, 6 banks. And what ends up happening is in 6 months, you would have built credit. If you do that personally, 6 months later, you have personal credit. Then you build your business, and business credit is built 6 months later. In 1 year, you could have personal credit and business credit that will be better than you have ever imagined. Because now it's reported that you've paid on time and even paid off your loan early. So stage 1, or step 1, you got the education. Step 2, you got a job. Step 3, what did we say? We said you start actually learning leadership skills with your company. Step 4, you start saving. Step 5, you build personal credit. Step 6, you build business credit. Now that you have business credit, and so you have access to money, you want to make extra money next to the job that you have. Because you don't want to get stuck in a career or just a payroll check or working so hard for the money. You want to start working the money. What money? The money credit that you have. The credit lines you have, you want to work that money hard. How do you do it? One of the easiest way to do it in the United States is learn to borrow against your credit and buy assets, then turn around and sell them for more money. You can preferably buy and sell residential real estate. This is a very simple process. You focus on an area, focus on specific type of properties in that area, like 4-bedroom, 2-bath. Find a good deal priced below market from a distressed sale, and then you go and make that offer all cash. Where are you going to get the cash? Your savings, your personal credit, your business credit. Stay within the range you can afford. If it's a good deal, you can maybe put 50% down, and the rest can come in as a loan. The key thing is you're buying a property not to keep it, but to do what with it? Turn around and sell it for more money. You're literally buying assets to flip them. You can do that with real estate. It's the easiest way to do it. You can buy, improve the property, and sell it. You can improve the property in 2 ways. One, by actually doing some rehab inside by paying a contractor, or the other way is by improving the financing. You buy it, let's say, at $400,000. You sell it at $500,000. You can carry a note. You can create easy financing for people to buy from you. Buying and selling will increase your actual cash. So you will have savings, you'll have personal credit, business credit, and the step 7 is you're making extra money buying and selling. You can sell stocks, options, you can buy and sell businesses, but sadly many people don't have the discipline or know how to trade stock market, and it's usually 8 out of 10 people lose money in that. And a lot of people don't know how to buy and sell businesses, but real estate is simple. It doesn't require a high IQ, and actually does not even require that much time if you focus on an area. So now that you have actually done all this, you've passed stage 7, which is making extra money. Now stage 8 is you want that extra money to work for you. Now you're moving to the final stage of your financial success, if you will, which is stage 8. You're now at another level. You want that money to work for you and produce cash flow. You get into commercial real estate. You create syndications and joint ventures. Commercial real estate value is based on income. If a property doesn't produce income, it can sell very low. If you learn how to put a property under contract to lock in the value at below value when it's empty, you have access to the property and you have no obligation to purchase during a period of time. One of the best ways to increase the value of a property is to get a tenant to lease it. Work on single tenant buildings. Get big tenants like big retailers, big electronic companies like Radio Shack, the Best Buy Express, maybe food companies like Ben & Jerry or Subway, etc., or retailers like Tommy Hilfiger, Guess Jeans. Get that property under contract. You got the money to buy it. You have done that from the flips. You've got the credit. And what do? You call the tenants and tell them, I have space available for you. All you need is one tenant to say, I'm interested, and they will sign a letter of intent to buy the property. You locked it in at this value. The tenant is coming in. They're going to pay so much in rent. It increases to this amount. That's when you go in with confidence and you buy it. You put the down payment. The bank gives you the loan. And the tenant comes in. It increases in value. At that time, you can refinance and cash out. Why? The value increased. And this way, you can have the cash out and go repeat the process. And every purchase you have gives you infinite rates of return with endless streams of income, because you will be signing leases for 10 and 15 years with corporate guarantees. One of the best ways to make cash flow. And that is stage 8. Stage 9 is now you want to reduce your taxes. You have to understand that taxes will eat up a third, if not 40% plus of your income. It will require for you to work a third more of your life unless you know how to, now that you're making money, reduce your taxes. There are many ways for people making less than $150,000 to find ways to set up entities through Nevada corporations, etc., that are legitimate. Sit down with CPAs that can help you go through an analysis of your expenses to reduce your taxes so you can net more money. And you know now how to invest it. But what's better is if you're making $150,000 to maybe $200,000, you can set up through little known laws that are approved by Congress by changing the jurisdiction of where your business is located and opening offices in the United States under US laws, and reduce your taxes and gain an extra 50% of what you are going to actually net that's going to taxes. You actually end up netting. On $160,000 in net income, you will net about $100 if you actually pay the taxes, and you can net $150 if you know how to set up correctly. These are actual codes in the tax code that very few people know. And if you make a lot more money, there are even other laws that allow you to, on millions of dollars, to pay less than 10%. These are known, and many people talk about them. I specialize in this area. And when you reach stage 9, where you want to reduce your taxes, I can help you. Stage 10 is set up a retirement plan. One of the best retirement plans is to actually, the money that you're going to set up to reduce taxes, take that tax saving and buy what is called a private placement life insurance. It's a very little known type of insurance that gives you some life insurance, and the rest of the money is invested in actual accounts that are called like private placement. And these investment accounts are through the insurance account. It helps the money compound tax-free. And God forbid you die, the next day you set up this, you have an insurance in the millions paying off for you and for your family and your loved ones. And if you live longer than expected, all your compounded interest that you're gaining from your investments, you can borrow against it. And when you borrow against it, the borrowing is tax-free. These tax structures and these insurance structures are not known for most people. And most people don't even understand that insurance can work very well for them, because they're still thinking of the old insurance setups. Insurance business changed, and it can work tremendous for you. So that is stage 9 and 10. Stage 11 is now you need asset protection. Instead of getting these elaborate setups and confusing your world, you can have an insurance setup to give you asset protection. Whether it's real estate that you're worried about or your business, you first have to have insurance, liability insurance. It's called all risk insurance. Second, you have for your real estate umbrella insurance, 5 million, 10 million, whatever you need based on your real estate portfolio. If it's your business, you have to have error and omission insurance. Now the next step is you got to eliminate the equity you have. You can use the corporations you have set up to actually give you credit lines recorded against your real estate as a mortgage lien, or recorded against your business as a UCC filing, Universal Commercial Code filing. So anybody looking at from the outside to see if you have any equity in your business or in your real estate, they see that there is no equity. You owe so much to banks, and you owe so much to some other private lender corporations. But they're your corporations. Legally, they're separate from you. And the attorneys trying to sue you, anybody trying to do frivolous lawsuits, and trying to go through your insurance and umbrella insurance and error and omission will actually be scared to pursue and sue you because there will be nothing to go after. They'll have to settle with your insurance, and that's how you protect your assets, the least expensive way. Now, stage 12, you become an expert and create and contribute some growing legacy for those that you love and for other people around you. Stage 12 is the ultimate level you can reach in life, and I divide it into 2 sections. Continue your growth momentum and help others. Write books, give trainings, become a personality of some sort, and take other people to the next level from what you've learned in the 11 steps that I shared with you. And the other thing, create a good cause, a charity that can live forever after you're gone, and it can help people through education, maybe help abused children, whatever cause you want to go after. And you will see that the process you have learned and all what you've done from leadership to managing money to managing people, you can pass it on through these charities, these organizations that can live forever after. If you work hard on these 12 steps, you will work smart, and generations after you will benefit from your hard and smart work. I want to thank you for your time, and I want you to succeed, not just in this new economy, but forever after. Thank you very much. Thank you.